J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
everybody for coming through. We're gonna talk a little more about Raising Kanan episode 6 for season 3, and a lot of stuff that's been going on. It seems like Kanan's starting to grow into his own more this episode, and also a few people seem to be falling apart. It's funny how some get stronger through adversity. The same adversity can break you. Kanan had to shoot somebody, and didn't necessarily have the same effect on him as it has for Famous, but maybe because he was exposed to a lot more growing up, maybe, who knows. But it seems that Famous is just cracking under the pressure, and by getting bad advice from Lulu, who is also cracking under pressure, they both get to get scrambled like an egg. They both about to get cracked over here, because it seems that the same problems is affecting both of them. The guilt of committing a crime that they didn't really want to do, didn't believe in. So anyway, I get a little bit more into that and how that's going to affect him in the show. For the rest of the characters, also Ronnie Myers, you made it to the party. It's the party everybody want to be with. Don't I look like I'm having a good time? I'm having a great time. That dude, man, he's a good actor as far as how he holds that straight face. I have to give it to him with that. He holds a straight face good. He's talking about a fork, a rock. His teeth was together so tight. Rock. Boy, could get some floss between the teeth. They're so tight when he said that. I don't know. It looked pretty bad for a few of these characters. I'm gonna talk about y'all. Know what you think about these characters. If you think they ain't gonna last this season, I think we may lose one of the brothers as well as Famous. And hey, I ain't completely past Rock. I mean, Joey Beezy, but I still think he'll alive. I'm also talk about that a little bit more too. Let me get to a couple of comments. You know what I'm saying? Supreme C, first in the building tonight. What's up, my brother? He say Lulu got to go. I know that's right. Lulu definitely about to be in here because he been a little, problematic. He talking too much, run his mouth, crying, drunk, and you don't never go and he should know. Kanan even know that. You don't never go telling on no Moita. That's the only crime. There's no statute of limitations either. So, hey, and he implicated himself like a dum-dum. Same thing that's just happened with Keefe D by saying what happened with Tupac. Yeah, you thought you was telling on the dead man. Well, everybody I told on was dead. So did I tell? Yeah, because you said you was there. So you basically are an accomplice to this crime, which landed you in just as much trouble as if anybody else was alive. But they lived and died, and now you gonna pay the price for it. So Lulu messed up. Definitely gonna have to get into that one. What's up, Nikki B? How you doing? Sony Rock, what's good? Jay Lynn, how you feeling? Jay Lynn say all them Kanan, Famous, Lulu, Marvin, Ronnie, all them are gonna lose it. Wow. I think possibly at a point in time, of course, but not this season. We already know not Kanan this season, but if they say, that's what happens for them in the end, I definitely could see that happening. I don't know. Some people say, oh, Nikki B say, I don't know if it's my phone, but I sound distorted. Is it her phone or what? Am I having, how do I sound for everybody else? Am I having technical difficulties, or does Nikki need to reset her phone? Let me know. Nail Win Andrew said, I think Famous will turn himself in for Freddie's murder. Ooh, I don't know about that. I think he might try to get busted on. Well, he's not gonna try, but he may get busted on something and then possibly offer up somebody information he can get out. And then that's the end of his life, unfortunately. So, yeah, we'll see. Hope say my internet is weak. Uh-oh. It is raining where I am. It is raining where I am right now. It's a storm. I'm having technical difficulties. All right, let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can do something with this internet. I keep forgetting to cancel this other internet service because the damn upload speed is so slow. It's been messing my stuff up for a while. All right, I'm having difficulties. All right, what's up, B? How you doing? All right, let me see what I can do. What can I? Oh, I know what I can. I can switch to my other internet. Wonder if that's going to mess this up. All right, let's see what happens. I'm about to see if I can switch to my other internet. All right. We back. We still there. All right. Yeah, I switched to my other internet. Let's see if this is a little stronger. It's saying that it still is not that good. So I don't know. You guys let me know. Is it a little better? I switched internet service. So hopefully it sounds a little better. If not, oh well, I'll just come back tomorrow. No, I'm just. But I guess if it's all messed up and it's gonna be a stream nobody can hear, then I don't know. Okay. Supreme C said it's better. Hope say better. J Lynn better. All right, better. All right, there we go. See, that's the good thing about getting a second internet service. It helps sometimes. All right, everybody say better. Appreciate all immediate feedback both ways. Let me know it was a problem and now it's better. See, it's live TV, folks. Anyway, Mr. Stony Rock said Lou wasn't thinking. The alcohol didn't drown his sorrows, but it piqued his guilt. Looking at the first season, you never believe he'd go out like he did, becoming a snitch. That's a great point. And that's why a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but what medical professionals say that it's a depressant. So they got what drugs as stimulants and depressant, and alcohol's a depressant. And although some people can get excited and things with alcohol, for the most part, it's going to get you depressed and bring you down, and you're going to start to go in places you don't want to go. And if you already kind of feeling that way, then you definitely don't want to mess with it. If you're in a happy mood, maybe it don't work the same. But if you down, oh yeah, it's going to bring you down. You ain't going to feel better after. If you down and then you drink, you're probably going to get into trouble one way or the other. Unless you just go to sleep. But I don't know. Thanks, Nikki and Stony Rock. I appreciate y'all. Supreme C, Unique told Rock in front of Lou, he weak. Better watch him. I forgot all about that. Now, was he just talking crazy or was he being serious? But I forgot all about that. You talking about when they were in the diner? Yeah, that's kind of interesting. They both end up, well, Unique got caught slipping by his brother. He wasn't necessarily weak. He gave his brother benefit of the doubt, thinking that this fight is over. as brothers. And, you know, if he'd have looked at him as a dude on the street, he might have finished him. Anyway, that was a huge miscalculation, but I also think Unique is still alive, and they confirmed it this episode. I was watching it again, and Ronnie said at the party when they asked him, ain't your brother supposed to be missing, or ain't your brother dead or something, and you throwing a party? And he like, he just gone, he'll be back. Hey, that was the hint, wink, wink, that he's gone for a while, but he'll be back. And while that's on my mind right now, I was going to get to it a little later, but since I already started talking about it, for those that didn't see earlier in the week, Joey Badass was caught with his girlfriend, Soraya, who also used to be on TV on the show Empire. And she used to be with Jacob Lattimore. So I don't know, I guess, who is Emmett from The Chi. Jacob Lattimore is Emmett from The Chi. And she was together with him for a while. I guess now she with Joey Badass. Nevertheless, he said that he had to go on tour, trying to juggle the both sides of the career. They ended up killing his character off. But again, I don't think that's what happened. And here's a little clip.
Let's begin, shall we?
This is Apple TV Plus, the streaming service.
You may mute that, but yeah, there we go.
Are you guys still together? I love this. Thank goodness. That one down, many to go. How are you guys?
Good. How you doing?
I am so good. I love this. You guys look so good. Can we do a quick drip check?
Sure.
All right. What's everybody wearing tonight?
Nobody's business.
Oh my goodness. Listen, don't start, okay? Because I definitely waited after my time to get up for the store for you. So you could come with the question. Okay, so you know we gotta ask, right? I saw Raising Kanan. Everyone's pissed. Were you mad to see yourself kind of like written out the script, kind of, or are you really dead?
Yeah, I was very mad. I was upset. You know, unfortunately, I do have two careers that I'm balancing, so I had to, you know, go on tour and just kind of couldn't make it work.
So, as you see, he said he couldn't make it work, and I know a lot of people heard and saw that already. I think that is true, but at the same time, they just wrote that off in there so that he can have that time, and then when it's time, they can bring him back. So I'm gonna stick with that. And I had to bring another video out to explain that a little more in detail. But I think that they kind of learned from some of the past possibilities and options that they could have had and didn't take advantage of. So, and I think this is a better way for him to come back than what happened with Ghost. I think what happened with Ghost was a little too much. You know, got shot at close range, flipped over the balcony, landed on his neck or head. I think it was just a little too much. So I don't know. Let's see. Jay Lynn, you say Lulu is going through a lot. And Rock did not help. She put Lulu over the edge, telling him she owned him and sneaking behind him with the radio studio. Yeah, she did mess him up, and not recognizing and appreciating all the sacrifice he did. It was kind of like a female soprano type stuff where, you know, how, you know, Chrissy, little Chris, you know, my Uncle Tony, the man I'm going to hell for. That's how Lulu feel, like my sister, my big sister, the one I'm going to hell for. Hey, ain't nobody tell you go to hell for me, no. If nobody asked you to do that, you better take responsibility for you. And nobody pulled that trigger, you did. You couldn't have to do that. You couldn't say no, dude. You ain't have to do that. Baby, I'm your big brother, Rock. Wait, I say I'm your big brother. You my big sister, bro. I followed you everywhere. Nobody telling you follow me, Luke. You ain't had to follow me, Luke. You ain't know your own way home. You ain't put no breadcrumbs down. Follow your own way, Luke. You wanted this. Don't put it on me. What up, Lenore? How you feeling? Good to see you. Stony Rock, you say, yeah, claims G owner was poisonous pill. Yeah, they pushed him over the edge for real. Definitely. You know, I made a mistake tonight. I didn't even get my water. I'm over here thirsty, but I am still thirsty. I might have to pop open this hypnotic up in here just to get a little something to drink. Wet this whistle, but this hypnotic ain't even cold, man. Get a little hypno. Anyway, so we see that Kanan got his little crew, and Ronnie like his supervisor skills. You already up and running. You can make some real money. This dude, boy, he got that 30-yard stare. With you know, he thought we can make some real money. Anyway, they liked what Kanan was doing. Ronnie, he peeped game, and now it's time to incorporate him on the horse, on that gravy train. Now, after talking with my great, beautiful friends inside and out, Gina and Kelly, last night, they, you know, had me thinking a lot about one of the things we talked about after the show is how they felt that Kanan was wrong for kicking Famous out the apartment. If you all think that Kanan was wrong for kicking Famous out the apartment, put a 1K, and then if you don't think he was wrong, put a 2K. So here's the thing: what they feel at the end of the day, it is Famous apartment, and yeah, if it may have been the problem with, yeah, Famous may not have did the best thing by not letting him know about, you know, the bag and rock and all of those things. And yeah, maybe he can't pay the rent. And yeah, maybe he'll be out next month with him. But in the end, it's his to lose and it's his. And oh well, you go find another place. And since you got all the connection and money and you so smart, you go find you another place. And if he didn't do that, they'd be fighting. And I'm like, well, what if he lose the fight? Then what? You gonna get whooped in their own house, then get put out. Then what you got? So I don't know. In theory, I agree with what they're saying. It is in his name and it's technically his, but I mean, you know what, to kick him out only to be out next month right with him, and neither one of y'all have nothing, or maybe he does get something, and now you really in trouble because you kicked him out and he came up and now you lost it and now you got nothing, not even no goodwill. And remember, I let you keep the crib or anything. I don't know. You guys left a lot of responses too real quick. But I think, and Jay Lynn say, you think, Jay, do you think Ronnie is Breeze? I've been saying that since episode 1, and I kind of been a little bit on the fence, and at times I ain't gonna lie and say I've been rock steady with it, but I am kind of thinking that he's Breeze still. It just it kind of make me think that a little bit. We seeing how he working with him. If not, he gonna be with Breeze next after this. So we'll see. But I don't know. I think that is just, I think Kanan did the right thing, putting Famous out the crib in a way. Because what you doing, everybody gonna lose. So it's best that it don't happen that way. You know, and it's best you go about your way, and I make sure that at least with something is here in case it is some way to make amends. You got a place to come back, because at the way he got things going, ain't nobody gonna have nothing. So anyway, we'll see how it all turn out. I think that it is gonna end up coming back to be a point where they may be fighting or having some type of beef or something. So anyway, we'll see what's up with that. Hold on. All right, let's say Nelwyn Andrews. I don't like the way Kanan is treating Famous. I mean, in the sense, I get it. He is kind of, you know, bullying him or whatever, but at the same time, at the same time, Famous kind of putting his self in that situation. So, Jay Lynn say Ronnie rubbing off on Kanan. I don't know. I don't think that it's necessarily that. I think so much that because he ain't really got so much of Ronnie to rub off on him. I think it's more Rock and his frustration with her and rebellion to try to make it more so that he is just lost his patience and everything, and it's just his frustration level and all of that is just he don't have any more tolerance with Famous and his goofing around. Plus he's asked him about Rock and his mama, and he didn't continuously got sold out, paid off. So it's like he look at him as somebody that's like living with the enemy. If she wasn't paying him, would he have been able to keep that secret as easy? He eventually told, but by then it was too late. So, in the end, how much did he really help him with that? How much did he, really? I don't know. It don't seem like he really there, for him. Yeah, it seemed as if, he's scared of Rock. But once she was gone, anything could have been said, and it would have been no way that she could have known how he found out. So, I don't know. And then with him now rapping about the death after Kanan, pretty much told him never bring it up. And now he with Lulu putting together another song about a person that's been popped. First time he putting about streets need a body, rapping about another body. Now you talking about something that you had something to do with, and the police just questioned you. Like, that's insane. Why would he go for something like that? So, and then of all people, Lulu talking about it's a confession. Nah, you need to go to the Catholic Church because where he went, putting it on wax, They might have been some of the first rappers to get indicted for their lyrics instead of YSL and everybody getting in trouble for their lyrics. He gonna be the first. Self-snitched. Talking about it was my confessions. And I did shout out to Gina talking about listen to the episode. At the end of the episode, you can hear the full song. I did hear it, and I mean, he was saying a lot. Talking about you know, can't sleep, put it in it two in his chest or something to the. I mean, I ain't write it down the lyric, but he was basically outlining the whole thing. Now, and again, he could just be saying, I'm just rapping about what I heard. I heard about what happened. Y'all question me. I just made a song. But then again, you know, we could say I make songs about all the killings in the neighborhood because he got 2 of them so far. But then again, he ain't smart enough for that. He damn near, I'm surprised he didn't crack the last time he was at the station, but they didn't have any evidence against him. So all they need is a little evidence, and it's over for them. Straight up. So we say Supreme C $1.20. Jay Lynn, remember Kanan told Jukebox Famous is not for streets. Yeah, that is true, and he definitely is not. But it's too late. He got thrown in the streets, and that's another thing some people don't realize. You might get thrown in the streets if you don't pay your bills too, because you get bad credit for not paying your bills on time. Next thing you know, you're going to be living in a bad neighborhood because you won't be able to rent to a good neighborhood or purchase a home because your credit's bad. So you won't be able to purchase a home in a good neighborhood. You live in a bad neighborhood and the bad things happen. So, you know, you got to be careful out there. Look what happened to him. He young and dumb and got a lot of things he need to learn, but his life really spiraled out of control living on the streets away from mama. So anyway, Jamil the King, Famous dumb rapping about killing Freddie will come back on him. I know, right? Yeah, it's definitely gonna be the end for him, you know. So anyway, it say Mr. Stony Rock, the only songs Famous does which are good are true stories. That's a good point. It seemed like that's his only 2 hits, right? He need to be the little streets disciple up in here. That's what Nas used to think he was over there, trying to go ahead and record the little stories of the tech on the dresser. Anyway, according to Jay-Z, at least, allegedly. Now, on the journey with J Cam, you say, according to the previews, Ronnie gonna get at Famous. Yeah, I saw that. And yeah, I think Famous gonna realize he done messed up because Ronnie don't give a damn. He ain't playing with that kid, and he'll probably bust him up real bad if it come down to it. But in the end, I still think that Famous will be that first body that Kanan have, where he say you ain't a real killer till you get somebody that you love. And I think that's where Famous is gonna be that first one for me. So, you know, definitely think that. Now, another thing that's going to be a big problem, and it's also for Rock and Marvin too, pretty much the whole family, is Lulu going to tell what happened to the cops. Then what's going to happen? Is Rock going to put Lulu down? Because if they put Scrap Mom down, then police are immediately gonna bring Lulu in for questioning, wondering what happened. She implicated you in this situation, and then next thing you know, she's gone. So the best thing to do to end the investigation is if they were both gone. Well, she's gone. Well, let's go ask about who she was implicating. Well, he gone. But then again, she implicated Rock. So if she's missing, really Rock need to be missing. But if Lulu missing, then I mean, the story really can't go anywhere. She came in and said he came and confessed this, but if she missing, and then you can't go to him and say, did you do this? Did you say that? Did you talk to her? It's pretty much endo story. So the real thing is, how's it gonna go down? Probably you let me know in the comments how you think it's gonna go down for Lulu. Is Rock gonna have him take out Scrap Mom and then Rock takes Lulu out? Or would she have him take out Scrap Mom and then maybe have Marvin take him out? I don't think she could have Marvin do that. I don't think Marvin might do that. But then again, who knows? Because Marvin got his own problems because of that Tony problem. I think he'd have been better off in the park saying, you know what? Yeah, I remember you. How you doing? Shame what happened to her. I miss her. All right, take care. But instead, he had tried to play it off, and it looked very suspicious. And I think that's going to be a big problem for him in the end. So it always seems like the things you least expect in this type of game be the things that take you down, you know. Trap Reviews say he gave Lulu Donkey of the Day. I know, right? He definitely been tripping. Jamil the King say Marvin gonna have to take out that white guy he been hanging with. Hey, that was a big mistake trying to be friends with a reporter. He's always gonna be looking for content. And he talking about doing the story on them, interviewing Marvin. He looking into all kind of stuff. Once Marvin name and start getting out there, and Marvin just making a huge mistake with that. And I don't understand why he doesn't see the writing all on the wall, but the writing definitely about to be all on the newspapers everywhere. You know, Lenora say Ronnie Myers will take Famous off the board completely. Ooh, that is not you know, hard to see. And if it wasn't for that quote of taking somebody out that you really love first or whatever that he had and 50 Cent had in the show, I would probably see that happening more so than Famous and Kanan. But because of that quote, a lot of us remember that and may be holding on to that a little bit. So I think that might be it still, but we'll see. Thanks, Big Bird, for the super chat. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate all the support, and Hope is lovely. I appreciate you as well for the super chat and support to the channel. Definitely. Every little bit helps big time, and appreciate the support. Hope myself. So let's see. What's up with Kanan's crew? Now, I think that the white dude that was originally had that crew, I think that he's gonna be a problem. Now, he did say he was gonna snitch and call the cops. Normally, that's the end of it right there. But Kanan told him, you know, because he's talking about just a kid. I just seen a lot of grown men get put down by kids out here. Keep it up. So he kind of wised up. But eventually, he going to be a problem again. Now, what I think may end up making him no longer a problem is Kanan going to get him hooked on that horse. He going to make him his #1 customer type stuff. Kanan may eventually have to put him down in another season. Give him some battery acid, you know, but just like in DMX Never Die Alone, had to get that battery acid running that mouth. But hey, I definitely see dude being his best customer for a while, and then being his worst customer, his worst nightmare. And I think that it's kind of tripped out how we see that it's in the projects, but how everything gonna change once they start moving that horse over there. That whole area is about to really change, man. So, and not for the better. This is the opposite of gentrification, I'm telling you. So, you know, his name Gerald. That's right. Shout out to Bria Little. She said Gerald is definitely gonna be a problem. Hella sus that he heard Marvin on blast. Gerald is the reporter, dude. That's right. Heard Marvin on blast in the park, and almost immediately after Marvin on the Alphabet Boys radar. Yeah, was that scene after that? Wow. If that, you know what? That was towards the end of the episode, wasn't it? I wonder if he did. I wonder if Gerald is working for the feds. What if Gerald is the feds and he's undercover trying to infiltrate? I don't know if they're doing that much for him. But that's a good one right there, Bria. I ain't think about that. What if he's already dropping dimes on Marvin? Because that is kind of a coinky dink, huh? Lenore, that quote, "You're not a real killer till you kill somebody you love," could be Uncle Luke. True, although I don't see that yet, at least, how they can get to that point, why he would want to do that to Uncle Luke yet, because he don't care if he would have snitched on Rock. So I don't see yet why he might do that. He already know what he did to his boy, D Wiz. So I don't know. Jay Lynn said 3 will fall. Paul, Lou, and Famous. Yeah. Wait, Paul. Oh yeah, Paul, Lulu, Famous. I could see them 3 going. And yeah, I could see that. I don't know about Marvin and Rock just yet, unless they want to start season 4 with Famous. I mean, with Kanan all by himself. Other than that, I think they still have a couple available. At least Rock and Marvin, or one or the other. I don't know. I don't think they want to clean the slate too much. Jamil the King, Rock got a lot of enemies. I don't see her making it out of all this. And Gerald is a cop. I agree. LOL. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Gerald, he seemed like a plant, an industry plant. An industry plant. What, y'all don't know what the definition of words mean? No, but he definitely is starting to give me a little bit of the plant vibes. I wasn't really, I thought it was something off with him, but now after Brea and thinking about it for a little bit, I wouldn't be surprised if he was. You know, that's a good one. And Rose Garden saying the diner, Gerald was asking if Marvin knew Dean. Yeah, he a plant. That is true. And he tried to play it off like he didn't know how to say the name. Aboobadi, Azumadi. Oh, okay, yeah. What about him? Yeah, you know what? The more and more we put it together, this dude, he probably called Marvin over there for help on purpose. For the drug help. He probably wasn't even all messed up like that. He probably just had a little whatever just to make it look this bad. He probably been playing Marvin from the get-go. So, you know, he probably was in there trying to see if anybody come through from the court like Marvin that they could probably learn something from. You never know. Anyway, yeah, Gerald, I might have to go ahead and investigate a little bit more on him. Stony Rock, you say Rock doesn't seem to care about Lou as much as Marvin. She wouldn't take out Marvin when the mob said she had to keep the peace. She chose to go to war instead. And I think she's going to take out Lou. That's a real good point. And I think that a little bit of that is Marvin still believe in her and listen to her. And Lulu, I don't know. She might think he a little too smart for his own good. He always trying to do something. Always throwing good money at the bad. You know. And her and Marvin, they pretty much surrendered to their fate. Just as she was outside. What I'm supposed to do with it? Bust the pipe. This ain't me. I give up. It's time to move work. Everybody move work. That's what I do. Some people, they play ball. I move work. Like, damn. You wasn't fixing the pipe yourself. What made you give up? Anyway, I think that her and Marvin are closer. Two peas in the pod. And Lulu, he really don't want to be in this. He like Famous. He didn't want to be in this business, I'm pretty sure. He following his big brother and sister, and he probably would have preferred to be like his father in the music business, doing something else. But because things didn't work out, he had to play the hand he was dealt, and that's what it turned out to be, unfortunately. But now that he's older and got more resentment, that's what he's left with. Jamil the King, yeah, how would Gerald know about Dean? He always asking weird questions. Plus, he might tell the feds about that guy asking Marvin about Tony D. Yeah, that's what we were saying, because at the end of the episode, they ended up asking about her, but we ain't heard nothing about her all this time, and it just so happened to be after he heard her name in there. So I don't know. He could be a double. He could be a double agent. Lenora say, I hate that idea of Gerald being a double agent. Yeah, I mean, it's sad that you really can't trust somebody. You never know what they could be up to, but that's the case. You know, it's possible. AG, Gerald is definitely fishy. Don't know why they brought him back. That's why I think they brought him back, now that more and more it seems to be some type of plant. Now, you know, we'll see. He was there at the meetings already before Marvin, so they could have him there to be there to see what he learns from people that are sent there from court-appointed meetings. Anything is possible. I don't know. Could be a stretch, but you never know. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm getting ready to wrap this one up. Couple things to check out on there. I did like when they went to that party, they was playing the Kid and Play, doing the little dance, like house party. That was some throwback right there. And Ronnie, he ain't improved his gear yet. Even though he done stole a little $1 or $2, he still ain't bought no new clothes. He was still wearing the last, well, he was one of the first members of the members only. He probably still got that damn jacket though. So anyway, we'll see what happened with everything with Rock. I like how she said she ain't scared. She being aware, but in the end of the day, she's scared. She knows she by herself. And hey, a lot of people dropping. She a target. It's probably why she wanted to get back in the game, because now if she's back in the game, she got power, money, influence, which means she can afford and buy protection as well. So I think that might be a little bit of why she want to get back in the game. And I don't blame her for that, you know, being the woman in the game and then being out, leave her very vulnerable. So, but this time, like Tony Danza say, it's only one way out. It ain't no retirement. So, and Jaylyn, that's a good one. You said, don't forget about Juliana. Juliana trying to make a move. We don't know what her end game is. Maybe she just want to supply and get paid. And Ronnie in this may be what she need to do it. I don't know how she gonna explain all this money to her cousins. You know, she still got to get the work from her cousin. So I don't know how they gonna explain all that. But anyway, we'll see how it works out for her. But she may want to be Rock's rival, and that'll be just fine with Ronnie, which means that she about to be in a war that she didn't really want to be in. And also, this may be perfect for you know, because Ronnie kept saying all that stuff about Rock to Unique, and Unique kept telling him Rock is out. Well, now this might show him in his mind, I knew she wasn't out. Even though we all know he'd be wrong, because if Unique went missing, she probably wouldn't be back in. So Rose Garden say Ronnie will eventually kill her. Who, Rock or Juliana? Maybe both. You know. AG, I wish Juke just told Leisha she liked her, but I guess she didn't want to mix business with pleasure. Yeah, and they young and different stuff, but yeah, that's gonna eventually be a problem in that girl group. And also with Kanan, because she probably gonna end up getting with Kanan, which is gonna make Juke really jealous and upset. And then the girl not gonna know what to do and try to make it up, and it's just gonna get messy. May even make Juke and Kanan have a problem. So anyway, I'm about to wrap this up, y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching, coming through, being so supportive and patient. And you know, we'll be back Sunday for some more. And I appreciate y'all. Everybody have a good weekend. Be safe out there. Good. Deuces.